Why don't we look at the standard with P90s,
Ooh,
which you
I had
love
hoped.
too.
So tell me about this thing.
That's made in the 50s spec tradition, just like our 50s standard with humbuckers. But we have the P90s in it, like we did. You know, at this point we have the two-pneumatic and the stop bars. That would be representative of like the 56, 57 era, right?
Sure.
And the P90s, you know, are Gibson's longest-running pickup. Originally debuted in 1946.
Wow.
Walter Fuller did them. They also, not only did they do the P90s as we know them here with the screws, but they also did 6 Alnico rod magnets in 46 too. So there's a lot of cool history along with that pickup. And a lot of people are, especially now, there's lately, in the past few years, a lot of younger players discovering them. And it's just a really unique voice.
Oh, they're so great. I mean, they got all that spank. Just buttery, man.
They're just a big, fat, single-coil voice. And a lot of people, you know, just because they are single-coil, a lot of people think they're going to be thinner than a humbucking. But compared to your average PAF, it's really the same, you know, output level.
Sure.
When Seth Lover designed the humbucking, he just took a P90. He was just trying to make that quiet, get rid of the hum.
Right.
So since P90s were designed with 10,000 turns of 42, he just made 2 smaller bobbins with 5,000 turns each. So they both have, you know, approximately the same amount of wire and Alnico magnet. So it's just a big, fat, warm, single coil voice.
Wow, it's true. Those the PAFs that I've heard or played, they are kind of they're not that overwhelmed, big sound. They're more kind of you know, clear and chimey.
They do have that chime thing, and that's what a lot of people don't understand. They just assume because it's 2 coils, it's naturally going to be hotter. And we and other makers, you know, offer hotter pickups, which do offer that.
Sure.
But the classic PAFs were not all that hot.
Oh yeah, and they're so great dirty too, you know.
So next in our portfolio of classics is what you're holding there, which is our Les Paul Special, which we decided to go on the TV yellow finish that is so iconic in our history.
Right.
And I think hopefully will be very well received. You know, we've tested with a couple of fans and artists. And it's, as you're feeling the neck, you know, it's a 50s spec, you know, TV yellow special. Jim, you want to talk about a little bit of the features?
Sure. We went back and replicated the TV finish so you can see that translucence and see the grain highlighted like the original. We have the wraparound bridge, 2 P90s.
Hey, so on the bridge, do you feel like there's any, you know, that was kind of the Achilles heel of the vintage specials.
We have the wraparound bridge, 2 P90s.
Hey, so on the bridge, do you feel like there's any, you know, that was kind of the Achilles heel of the vintage specials. The Achilles heel of the vintage specials. But this, damn, that feels like.
Yeah, the new wraparound has a little bit more articulate peak on the top crest of the bridge.
Okay.
So it just is better performing. Some of the original ones, actually my 57, I put a new bridge on because it was kind of soft. My 57, I put a new bridge on because it was kind of soft.
Because my 54 was very glitchy before I changed out the bridge, and I've got a 58 Junior that's like above, I don't know, above the 10th, it gets pretty dodgy. And I've got a 58 Junior that's like above, I don't know, above the 10th, it gets pretty dodgy. Dodgy.
One thing we did a few years ago too was recalculated the fret scale, so it didn't really change, but it just became more accurate. One thing we did a few years ago too was recalculated the fret scale, so it didn't really change, but it just became more accurate. So recalculated the fret scale, so it didn't really change, but it just became more accurate.
Because
recalculated the fret scale, so it didn't really change, but it just became more accurate.
And I've got a 58 Junior that's like above, I don't know, above the 10th, it gets pretty dodgy.